Hi Capricorn, welcome back to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name is Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader. This Capricorn is your general bi-weekly reading for the time between the 20th of February and the 5th of March. I'm going to draw 6 cards in the first instance. The first 3 cards are going to relate to this last week of February, and the second 3 cards are going to relate to this first week in March. I've already meditated and shuffled, but I'll do a little bit more of that on camera and then we'll get started. Okay, so Capricorn, for those of you new to my channel, these are clarifiers, and usually they just kind of go in where they need to go. So anyway, this is a clarifier as well. So I will turn it over when it's I think it's for this one, but I can't be sure. Okay, this is a card at the base of your reading, fellow Capricorn. How are you doing? I hope you're well. And the card at the base of the reading, it really signifies the overall energy, experience, or perspective of the time period. For this reading, this is the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is related to the sign of the fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, and Sag, and it is a card of confidence. It's masculine, so it's active, which means that you move in a direction, you take action, and this means that you because it's wand energy, it's about moving toward the direction that feels right to us, that feels good to us, that we're inspired to go in, that is part of our dreams and our imaginings, our wishes, our long-held wishes as well. It's about taking action on those things. There's a real confidence that comes with this card. It's also related to enterprise, which is for all those Capricorns out there, and I'm sure there are many that have their own businesses, that self-employed, etc. That's enterprises doing something by, you know this because you're a Capricorn, but you know what I mean? Enterprise is that, so doing something by yourself, for yourself. The wand energy is related to that, and so it could be, as I said, taking action in that direction. Okay, Capricorn, let us get started on this reading. It has been a long time since I have seen you, my darlings. It feels like forever. And we've got straight away, we've got a kicker, haven't we? We've got the Wheel of Fortune coming in. This is number 10 in the major arcana. So, you're going through something at the moment. We've said this, we know this. It's been intense, hasn't it? Since the eclipse hit us on the 5th. Man, I've been ill since the 5th of January, and that's when the eclipse hit us. And it brought through quite a few changes personally for me, maybe for you as well, in the way that you think, in the way that you feel. And this is about new good fortune coming in this week, before this week. It's showing that there's changes coming through. You might be anticipating change coming through. You might be anticipating someone coming back, or someone offering you something, or it's that energy, really. Let's have a look with the Tower. Wow, so we've got the Tower. This is my favourite card, Capricorn, one of my favourites, because when you see the Tower card, this is like, yeah, the universe is paying attention. The universe is paying attention to you, to little old you, to little old me, when we see the Tower card, because the Tower energy is like an event or a circumstance or a situation that happens, that arises, that really forces us really to adjust and adapt. We leave behind the things that don't serve us, that aren't good for us, that aren't healthy for us, and we start in a more confident place because we are aware of ourselves, of really where we are, of really what we want, etc. So we have the energy here coming through with the Tower. So there's a change coming, and it could be a shock. So for some of you, this could be, as I said, it could be in anything. It could be in anything. It could be all of a sudden you get offered a promotion. It could be all of a sudden someone from the past comes back and says, I love you, I want to marry you, or whatever. You know, it could be anything. You know, it's a change, and it's a sudden change, and you're left with, you or we are this at the moment, though. This is a perspective you need to see it through. So this is giving us confidence. You know, this is also linked to dreams, as in the things that you have when you go to sleep at night. And so it's, this energy is like, it speaks to someone else or something else. Almost like, you know, you imagined that you were going to win the lottery, and then you put a lottery winner, then you put the numbers on and you win on the lottery. Now, you might not win £1 million, but it's like, it's that type of thing. It's like you might have a dream about winning the lottery, for example, and then you win the lottery. Or you might have a dream about someone you've not seen for 30 years, and then you go out, you go and walk your dog, and you see that person, and you're like, oh my God, I just had a dream about you last night. This is the type of energy of these three cards coming through together. And whatever does come through is good, is right, is where you, what you want. And we know that with the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, I love the Tower anyway, you know, but especially with the Wheel of Fortune, it suggests good fortune is coming through. It suggests something good, something positive, something that's going to make you very happy. You know, something that's going to be surprising, but it's going to be something that's happy. And it could be, look at all these major arcanas. So we know when we see all these major arcanas that this is, we're in karmic country. So we're in karmic country at the moment. So there's going to be things that you are dealing with, overcoming, that have been with you for a long time. A relationship that you've been trying to get into, or trying to get out of, or a new job, a qualification, training, setting up your own business. It's the patience. Temperance is about, is the epitome of mindfulness. Again, those people that follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, you'll have read the post that I did about temperance. There is a video about temperance actually on my channel in the Key Wisdom playlist. And it's the epitome of mindfulness is this card. There's about 1 million layers to temperance. There are so many. I could sit here for the next 30 minutes and only talk about temperance, but I won't do that. It's a card of mindfulness. It's a card of being reflective. It's a card of being aware of of what you're truly experiencing right now, and that, in that awareness brings enlightenment. In that enlightenment brings healing. This suggests that this could have been you've been waiting for this change to come for a long time. With temperance, it suggests that this has been something that you've been waiting on or waiting for. Again, it could be a person, or it could be a job, a situation, if it's sorting out a relationship. It's going to come though. You've been waiting. So it seems like it's a shock. As I said, you go to bed, you have a dream, and then you wake up the next day and you see this person that you've like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I've just seen you. Or what, you know, that type of energy, literally. And it could be someone that you've been wanting to see, or an opportunity that you've been wanting for a long time. And it literally just comes and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe that, like, you know, like for me, for example, so I'm a YouTuber. So say, for example, like, I've been working hard on my business. I've been trying to get to, I don't go for, you know, I'm not like a subscriber person, if you will. You know, you want people to engage with your content. But anyway, say I had a dream, you know, I went to bed tonight and I dreamt that this video is going to go viral. That's my dream, yeah? And it's going to go viral. And then literally I go on and then I wake up the next morning, I turn on my phone, I go on YouTube, and I've got like 75,000 views or something on this one video. That is this energy. And it's something I've been working, haven't I? I've been working, not been going a year, not quite a year yet, coming up to a year. So that's the temperance. But it's like, boom, everything's just going to kick off. Everything's going to go. And that's the type of energy that's coming through. So it's exciting. Wow. Oh my God. Yes. So it's exciting. It's exciting stuff. Because, yes, Tiny, you come inside. See, whenever the Lovers card comes up, Tiny, Lovers card and two of Cups and stuff, Tiny's there, isn't it? It's like, yeah, mummy, let me in on the excitement. Yes, Tiny, there you go. So, this could be the return of... Now, I wasn't going to talk about love because I do your love readings next week, but this could be that. It could be a situation, you've been working to try to get over someone, or you've been working to try to, better yourself, or you've been single for a long time. You've been in the same situation as the situation you're in now. You've been in for a long time anyway, whatever that is for you as an individual. You've been in that situation for a long time, and suddenly that situation changes. It changes. And for some of us, it could be a love situation. Oh, I can tell you about my love life, guys. I tell you what, I've got stories, I've got stories, No, nothing drastic. I'm all zen me, aren't I? So, I have to sort of keep a clear head and a clear soul and a clear heart in order that I can do this job, you see. But for some of us, it could be love, though. Really, it could be a change in a love situation. If there's been some sort of, as I said, whatever situation you're in that's been the same for a long time, it's about to change. That situation can be related to a relationship, a love relationship. It could be related to enterprise and bringing your business forward, your ideas forward, bringing your ideas through. It could be success, i.e., like I said about the viral video, for example, that type of thing. So it's that type of energy coming through. With the Lovers, there's I've done a post somewhere on my Instagram about the Lovers, so you can always go back and read that post about the Lovers. I did one on Valentine's Day, but I did one... Hang on, I've done one about the Lovers, actually. I did about the number 6s. Anyway, have a look on my Instagram, because I can't remember now. I do that many posts, I can't remember, but I did write about the Lovers. I think actually in comparison to the Devil energy, because of the similarities between the two. But anyway, so yeah, it could be related to a love... Sorry, I'm going on. It could be related to a love situation, but any situation that you've been in for a long time, there's going to be a change coming. Change gonna come. And I won't call the reading Change gonna come, because I've called it so many readings that. But the Lovers is also about yourself. It's also about a balance and a union between, and an appreciation. Number 6 is about appreciation, balance, harmony, an appreciation between the things that have happened in your life, the Adams, the Adam, the male, the actions that you've taken, the things that you've experienced that have happened to you outside in the world, and then the Eve is the inner self, the emotions, the intuitions, the feelings, the self-expression, the self-understanding, the self-awareness. It's the balance between those two things with the Lovers card. That's what it represents also. There's many, many, many layers of meaning also to the Lovers, like there is to Temperance. And this is like an acceptance of self. It's like the time has come where you fully embrace yourself, where you fully understand your experiences and appreciate them, no matter how seemingly negative or intense or disruptive they were at the time. This is the appreciation that is a part of me, and that experience and it makes me whole. That's the beautiful energy of the Lovers card. So there's self-love coming through for definite, and potentially for some of us actually. And I can say that, to be fair, no, I'm not even going to say that. I'm going off on a tangent, but honestly, I'm starting to date again this year anyway, because this is like my life. I'm not even joking. I ain't even joking. Well, not the Tower or the Wheel of Fortune, but everything else I'm like... Anyway, okay, so let's have a look. Oh, I think this one just started winking at me then, so this might be related to these. Let's have a look let's go into March, and then let's have a look what's coming up for March. Love this energy. We've got the 5 of Wands first of all, okay? So the 5 of Wands is, in a nutshell... In fact, I've done a post about this as well. It's good, actually. It explains it really well. Check it out. Anyway, 5 of Wands is you have the things that you need in your life. You have the fulfillment in your work, you have the relationships that you need, you have the home life that you need, you have the work life that you need. That's the Four of Wands. That's why we call it the marriage card, because it's like the four things that make us feel good and secure and happy. Four of Wands, okay? The Five of Wands is, now we're going to challenge and to see whether or not these are really the things that you want. That's the energy here. So actually that fits. I'll go back to love very quickly. This fits with love because it could be that you've been waiting and wanting to be back in this relationship, or you wanted this person to come back. They've come back. They're here. Now it's a case of, okay, is this really what you want? So the number 5 indicates being sort of not forced, but being confronted with things that potentially need to change in order to restore, or in order to keep the equilibrium and the balance and the structures that you have in place. Something comes in to potentially challenge them. So for example, if this was me, this might be, I'm doing Kiwis and Tarot, go to stream, viral video comes up, it's amazing, it's all going good, and then he comes back. I won't say who he is, in case either of them are watching. Yeah, there's more than one. Anyway, I'm joking. But anyway, I'm only joking. I am joking. Okay. So this could be, so I'm like, oh my God, my business is doing so well. Like, I'm loving it. I'm it's going great. It's going great. And then suddenly the cat amongst the pigeons, the person that you've been dreaming about and wanting to come back comes back. And you're like, God, where should my focus be? How am I going to focus on restoring this relationship and my business, and there's more demands in the business. It's that type of energy. It's like the it's that type of event. It's something coming in that's going to potentially shake your foundations, but it happens because it's how hard you're willing to fight for your dreams, how hard you're willing to fight and go after the things that you want. Yeah, you might have to stand up for yourself, or you might have to release things, or you might have to challenge yourself, but you might have to work harder. But with the 5, if you can get through this challenge, these changes, then you get to victory, don't you, of the 6 of Wands. So you've got to sort of, it's like changes a potential changes are coming through. This is related to this, actually. And we've got the another wand energy here. So we've got the 9. That's a 9, isn't it? Yes, 9 of Wands. So 9 of Wands. So like all the 9s, they're related to the Hermit energy, which is about what is within, what's going on within. And this is about the fear that you're feeling. This is about the fear potential that you're feeling. Now, for some of you, this could be, as I said, a relationship, or, work, business. It actually goes really well. You had an idea, it took off. People want to employ you, or people want to, whatever it is for you as an individual. People want to buy your products or whatever it is. And actually, that is challenging. That's like, this is really how I felt a couple of months ago, because I, as you know, because I tell you every bloody time, I started my business, and it was hard, and I had no money, and I didn't know what was going to happen. And actually it went really well. I earned money straight away, and I was getting personal wins and people were liking it, and I was getting subscribers. But the pressure ramped up more and more and more and more and more. And then you start thinking, and that the pressure ramping up more and more and more and more, and can I keep up with the work, and am I still enjoying it? That's what I've already been through that. And then this is the scared, being afraid. Can I do this? Like, am I even talking any sense? Like, do people even believe this? And I was scared, and I was worried, and I was nervous. And this is what the type of thing you'll be experiencing, we will be experiencing. Bloody hell. Do you know what? For me, if this is I'll talk about me at the end, so that if you get bored, you can just click off. But I'll talk about me at the end, because oh my God, we need to chat. But yeah, this is that type of energy of you're in a situation now where you've got the things you want, the person you want, the job you want, the success you want. You've got it. It comes through very suddenly. It comes through. Good fortune comes through. And it's fortune that you've been waiting for. It's fortune that you've been dreaming of. It's you know, and even though it was a battle to get here, you're here. And you can appreciate the battle that you've gone through, but you're here. Now we challenge this place where we're at, this place we've wanted to get to. We're being challenged in this. The work is harder than we thought it would be, or, you know, the whatever it is. And we can, because this was clarifying this one. So we can, in fact, I'll put this back up here. So we can struggle, we can worry, we can be nervous about things. And so what are you going to do? Where are you going to put your energy? Because you have to, you build, your life is built on you. Your life is built on you. So the stability comes from how sturdy your footing is. So if you are not confident, I mean, you should be. We've got the King of Wands here, so you should be. This is remember the basic reading. This is the perspective you need to see this reading through. Confidence, belief, self-belief. Self-awareness. You need to know, like the King of Wands, that I have got what it takes to do what I need to do to achieve the things that I want to achieve, to sustain the things that I want to sustain. You have got it within you. And really, this is proof that you've got it within you with the Fourth of Pentacles, because that's exactly what this represents. It represents the practical stuff. You've got the experience, you've got the knowledge, you've got the qualifications, you've got the business contacts, or you've got the learning from the breakup, you know, whatever it is for you as an individual, you have it here. So even if you're afraid, you still have to go through this challenge. You still have to be faced with this challenge. 5 is an actual challenge. 5 is actually something that's going to happen in your life. But whatever is coming into your life that's going to challenge you, have the confidence, because this is the perspective you should be seeing things through. Yes, you'll be afraid, but know that the things that you need, the 4 non-negotiables, the things that we stand on, you have already got in your locket in order to create the success that you want in whatever area that is. Okay, so let's look at this. This might give us some, it might give us some clarity about what specific area this is in. So for some of us, this is enterprise. This, you know, I could get a viral video out of this, Cappy, so sure. But this is really creating an opportunity for yourself. This, you know, again, we can maybe link this to temperance in the sense that this is something that we've been putting work into. We need to be mindful of the work that we've putting in and the steps that we're taking and how we're feeling when we take those steps. Well, we've taken those steps, we've done this work, and by doing these things, we've created an opportunity for ourselves now. We've created an opening, options, things that we want to go towards. We've already put work into this opportunity. So even if though it comes seemingly out of the blue, as I said, you have the experience, you have the wisdom, you have the drive, you have the contacts, whatever it is for you as an individual. Okay, so you've created yourself an opportunity, and the opportunity is there for you now, for us now, to walk through confidently. Okay, it's something that you're passionate about, something that you are keen to do. I had this experience yesterday, bless me, the 5 of Cups experience, not related to it, because it doesn't have to always relate to an individual person. The 5 of Cups is basically, in a nutshell, emotional baggage. And I always thought when I would say that, because when I meditated with this energy and spent time with it previously, I always thought, well, that's what it meant. You know, your last boyfriend cheated on you, example. Your last boyfriend cheated on you, and so you are scared to go into another relationship. That's the emotional baggage. And yeah, it can be that, but it can be that type of emotional baggage. But I realised yesterday that actually the particular experience that I had, that actually your 5 of Cups moment can be something that you are not actually aware that you're carrying around with you. You're not actually aware, I wasn't aware of what it's about, judgment basically, and about how it's hard sometimes to say what you truly feel. You know, if you're confronted in a situation where someone judges you, or where someone offends you, or someone takes something the wrong way than it was intended to you, I realised this yesterday, that I sometimes in that moment, in that actual moment, and the number 5 is an actual event, a moment, in that moment, I would struggle to say, that's unfair that you said that, or that's, I'm offended by that, or I'm upset by that. And there could be, and there was a specific peak experience which I remembered, I reflected on, I meditated on, blah, blah, blah. But what I'm trying to say is, this type of emotional baggage, which is the briefest way to say it, it might not be something you are aware of, but you have an opportunity really with these 2 energies to learn about something that you potentially have been carrying around with you that maybe you weren't aware of, or maybe you are aware of. Now, if it is a lover returning, which it might potentially be for some people, then obviously there might be things that you need to release, you need to bring up to the surface again, you need to see again for yourself, okay? And this is the opportunity to do that in March. It might be having conversations, it might be, and it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable because you feel so vulnerable. You feel so like, oh God, I can't do this, I can't say this, I can't. You feel it's very uncomfortable. It's not a nice feeling, but it passed. I mean, with me, it passed within a couple of hours yesterday after I'd done my meditation, my reflection, blah, blah, blah. And so whatever it is for you as an individual, you seem to have the opportunity right now, coming up, to actually face up to the things that have challenged you. If it was in a relationship, the things that challenge that relationship. If it's for you as an individual, when it comes to work, for example, or whatever situation has been the same and is now changing, something that you care about, you're passionate about, you love, that opportunity is coming. This being in this new world, in this new situation, after this change comes in, it's about realizing that, gosh, I didn't do this sooner or I didn't commit to this business venture in the past because I really just don't have any self-belief. That's understanding that. For example, now you have that. Now you know, oh my gosh, I did not have that self-belief. That is now something that you can change. That creates an opportunity for you to move forward more confidently, okay? More in tune with your number 2, which is your high priestess, okay? More in tune with yourself, okay? So let's look at the final 2 cards then, my darlings. We've got look at that. I mean, let's look at that. Look at that, Capricorn. I mean, you can't write it, can you? So we've got the 10 of Cups. So we've got happiness coming. As I said, for me, it might just be a viral video. I mean, I'm not saying just, I'd love a viral, guys, get promoting King Wisdom Tarot. But it could be anything. And this, what this card means. This is the card of happiness. This is the card of not just happiness, though, joy. Finding your joy. Finding the truth about yourself. The truth about yourself brings instability. The truth about yourselves brings in confidence. Once you know, I still, I didn't believe in myself. I didn't have no confidence. That's why I've not done this before. Or that's why I didn't go get married, or whatever it is. I didn't have that confidence. Once you know that, what do you have? Once you release those things, what do you have? You have a commitment to joy with the 2 of Cups. You have a commitment to self, a commitment to happiness. And that's what this is. There's no shakiness within yourself, within how you're feeling, once you see who you really are, once you be who you really are. So even if, for some of you, I mean, I'm doing the love readings next week. So for beginning of March. So you'll see the love reading. For some of you, this will be a love situation. You've got to be on. I mean, I should give this advice to myself. You've got to be honest. You've got to be truthful. I'll show you this last card. Wow. Oh my gosh. So for some of it, I'm laughing. Right, look at that. I mean, you can see, I don't need to say anything because you know what these cards mean. Joy, abundant joy, happiness, fulfillment, marriage, commitment, the things that we all want and that we all deserve and that we're all capable of. And there could be a change. It could be some brand new person coming in, a brand new situation is coming in, or a new level of success is coming in, for example, you know, like the viral video example I gave, for example. And it means, you know, it's like this viral video. I mean, yeah, I mean, you want to bloody have a viral video, but having a viral video means that you've got so much more, you're open to so much more people, so much more energy, so much more comments, so much more comments to reply to, emails to reply to. So there's that challenge. Can I keep up the challenge? That's the five, yeah? Then you've got the fear, oh my God, like, well, there's all these new 100,000 people who are looking at my channel this month, and you know, are they going to think I'm stupid? Are they going to think I'm crazy? Are they going to think I'm talking rubbish? That's that energy. But it's like, but I know I've got the guts to do it. I know that if I put the time in, I know my stuff. This is the energy. So you're going through that. And once you see that and admit these things and allow yourself to feel these things and bring these things out, this is where we get the stability that we want. This is where we get the joy, the happiness that we want. Because ultimately, I keep talking about viral videos. Because I don't want to relate it to love. That's why. Even though it's crying out to talk about love, I'm trying to give different scenarios. But it's like, ultimately, I'm happy because I know that, you know, that was a busy week. You know, replying to all those comments and all those emails and all those different people and people that hate us and this. But ultimately, I still know me. I'm still the same person. Like, I'm still key wisdom tarot, and you're still you know, so you've learned a lot, and you appreciate the things that you have learned, and you are stable and you are happy. So for some people this could be love. Now I'm going to can I talk about myself for a second, right? So because this literally would be, oh my God, this literally would be someone coming back. You know, obviously I've got a particular person, well, not one person, but I've got specifics in mind, right? And this is me, like, I'm in this good situation now, I'm in a solid position where I love what I do, and I'm happy, and I'm employed, you know, I'm making money, whatever. And this person comes back and says, Ruth, you know, I'm back, I'm here. It could be a fire sign. And this would be amazing. Like, if this actually happened, like, if that was the prediction, some readers would say, oh my God, the person that you love's coming back to you. And that definitely is what this could indicate. So let me tell you that this could definitely be an indication of somebody that you have been holding out for, or that you've wanted to reunite with, even if it's 20 years. And believe me, that does happen, because I've had people who have come back, who have had readings from me, and it's been 20 years and they still love that person, and that person still loves them, and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, it could happen, but it's that type of energy. What we need to do, and what we need to remember, Capricorn, this month, is this energy here. I mean, you know, you've got this energy at the bottom as well, which is new energy coming through, new communication coming through potentially. But we've got this energy. We've got to have that confidence. You have got to know that whatever comes through, you know, this surprise return of a person, because I know what I'm like, oh my God, I've done so much work since I last saw this person, and I'm like, I can't, yeah, you're scared. I feel like, oh my God, like, will I just revert back to, like, letting that shit slide? Do you know what I mean? And I was like, imagine what I do, you know, I do tarot, and before, when I met this, there's a couple, I shouldn't really say, because there's a couple of people, let's say this, yeah. No one I'm not texting anybody. I don't date generally anymore. I used to be out every week, me dating, but I don't date anymore because I'm busy. I tell myself it's because I'm busy. But anyway, so cast your mind back, yeah. So just before I started my channel, and there's this person, and I met him and stuff, whatever, and even though I wasn't a tarot reader, I was still an intuitive. I was still an empath. So I could see every single thing I could see and hear and feel and knew every single thing that this person was feeling toward me and was feeling in his life. I could see it. I could feel it. I could sense. I knew it. As this is why I knew. Yeah, as clear as a bell. But what do you do with that information? You tell me, what do I do with that information? Do I say to this person, or I know what you're thinking, I know what you're feeling? You can't say that. I didn't say that. And, you know, we ended up here, didn't we? So my thing is, it's like, I don't know. I don't know why I'm talking to you about this. I might cut this bit out. I know, I probably won't. I'm thinking, like, what do I do? Because if this does happen for me, if this person comes back, or if one of these people come back, I wish I could tell you about my love life. I'll tell you why it's so complicated. They're all soulmates, though. But anyway, what do I do? Like, do I be honest with these people and say, or with this person and say how I feel or what I think they're feeling? Do I be honest, or do I ignore it? Because I have to ignore it. I don't take that into anyway. God, no one's talking answers on a postcard. I mean, you know, tell me in my responses, because what do I do? Seriously, I'm being serious. I'm literally being serious, because I am, like, so over everything. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm in such an amazing place. I'm like this. You know, I got to this energy about 6 months ago, loving myself, loving my life, you know, feeling really great about myself, and feeling like having a real understanding of the relationships and how they unfolded, etc., and what I learned from them, etc. But still, I'm still faced with, and you'll be faced with this month. If that person comes back, you still don't know how you're going to feel. You know, you don't know. And what do you say? And oh God, anyway, I'm going on. I'm just going on and on. I'm going to stop anyway. I've got more readings. I've got 3 more readings to do. Right, Capricorn, I hope you like that reading. I hope you find it fabulous. I mean, you know, some beautiful potential. So when we do the love reading, I'll do the love reading next week, and I'll post it next week, and we will see we'll see what happens. Okay, so tune in and you know, subscribe and all that stuff. I know you all subscribe anyway. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave your comments. Obviously I always read every single comment, and I will reply to them as well. Feel free to share the content of this video. So if you want to share it on your social media, on your Facebook, on your WhatsApp, by all means do that. Excuse me. You can follow Key Wisdom Tarot on Instagram and on Facebook, Key Wisdom Tarot. Don't forget to read your astrology below. I spend a lot of time writing that for you guys, giving you more information. Check out the Key Wisdom playlist if you want any information about mindfulness, compassion and meditation. And finally, for those of you hi fellow Capricorns who are having personal readings this week, next week, I have done a little video about personal readings, because I've just had to limit my appointments each month, because it was just too much. It was getting too busy. So I've done a little video anyway, just to explain the process of applying for the personal readings. Obviously the discounts and stuff still apply. There's no change in prices as yet. It's just how I'm dealing out taking bookings. Okay, my darling Capricorns, I hope you loved that reading. I love this reading, and I can't not wait for you to see it. Okay, take care, my fellow Capricorns. Bye.